لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد, and we continue with our reading of the Noble Quran, one word at a time. We have reached the last juz in the last section. We have reached Al-Fajr, page 593, towards the bottom, and inshallah we will read up into the end of Al-Adiyat today, and if it's real short then maybe we'll read Al-Qariya as well if we get there in time, but that'll be about 6.5 pages. As soon as that we know that our voice is being heard and coming through, then we can begin. Inshallah. Tayyib. I hope everyone is taking good notes and they have lots of words. This is the only way for us to grow, by taking notes, inshallah. Tayyib. Just to recap the last two ayat, Allah Azza wa Jal, He said, فَأَمَّا الْإِنسَانِ, and as for man, إِذَا مَبْتَلَاهُ, when he is tested, رَبُّهُ, or when his Lord tests him, فَأَكْرَمَهُ, and he honors him, وَنَعَّمَهُ, and he gives him blessings and bounties and favors, فَيَقُولُ, then he says, رَبِّي, my Lord, أَكْرَمَنِي, my Lord has honored me. وَأَمَّا, and as for إِذَا مَبْتَلَاهُ, as for when he tries him, فَقَدَّرَ عَلَيْهِ, and he restricts upon him or straightens upon him, رِزْقَهُ, he restricts his provisions, he makes his provisions tight. فَيَقُولُ, then he says, رَبِّي, my Lord, أَهَانَنِي, my Lord has disgraced me or humiliated me. If you ran out of ink, then Target has more, inshallah, or Walmart, inshallah. The gas station has more. All right, in these two ayat, Allah is dispelling a common myth in which if a person has something, he thinks that Allah is blessing him. If Allah gives him something from this life, if he gives him money and a nice house and a nice car and nice clothes and a big bank account and whatever, then he thinks that Allah has honored him. And if he's poor, then he thinks Allah has disgraced him or humiliated him. But this dunya, this worldly life, is something that Allah gives to those whom He loves and those whom He doesn't love. This worldly life means less than the wing of a mosquito to Allah Azza wa Jal. What is the wing of a mosquito worth? Nothing. First off, all of this is nothing to Allah. Plus the wing of a mosquito. And the wing of a mosquito is worth nothing. So Allah gives it, this dunya, to whom He loves and those whom He doesn't love. But He only gives guidance to those whom He loves. And He tests people with what they have the ability to handle. So if He tests you with richness, then it's because you couldn't handle being poor. And if He tests you with poverty, it's because you couldn't handle being rich. How many people are poor, and if they get a little money, they act funny. And how many people are rich that when they lose something, then they go crazy and they curse God. They curse Allah Azza wa Jal. So therefore, this is not the case, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, that if you're full of bounties and favors, that you have been blessed by Allah and honored by Allah, and if you don't have anything, that He has disgraced you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim, Kalla, no. Bel, rather, la tukrimuna al-yatim. Rather, you do not, la tukrimuna, you do not honor, you do not treat generously al-yatim, the orphans. Wala tahadduna, nor do you urge or incite or encourage one another. Ala ta'am al-miskin, upon the feeding, ala ta'am, upon feeding al-miskin, the poor. وَتَأْكُلُونَ, and you eat, or here it says devour, you eat. At-turath, you eat the inheritance. Aklan lamma, aklan, and eating. Lamma, lamma meaning, here it says all, or with greed. Lamma means in total, right? In total, in all. You eat it all. You don't just eat some of it, you devour all of it. وَتُحِبُّونَ, and you love al-mal, you love wealth. حُبًّا جَمًّا, حُبًّا, love, jamma. Jamma means all absorbing love. Right? Kalla, no, nay. Ida, when. Dukkatil ard, when the ard, the earth, is dukkat, when it is crushed and ground up. Dakkan, dakka. Dakkan, dakka, meaning totally, completely crushed and ground up. Waja'a rabbuka, and your Lord comes. Wal-malaku, and the angels. Wal-malaku, saffan saffa, in rows, one after the other. Waji'a, and it is made to come, or it is brought. Yawma'idhin, on that day. Bi Jahannam, when the hellfire, when Jahannam is brought. Yawma'idhin, on that day. Yatadhakkaru al-insan, then man will remember. Wa anna lahu dhikra, wa anna, and how. Lahu, how will it be for him? Al-dhikra, how will it be for him? Al-dhikra, meaning, what benefit will it do? How will it benefit him? How will it be for him? How will it help him? The remembrance at that time. Yaqulu, he says, or he will say, Ya laytani, oh woe to me. Qaddamtu, Ya laytani, if only I would have, if only I, qaddamtu, I had sent forth or set in advance, li hayati, for my life. Because this life that we're living in is not the real life. The life of the hereafter is the real life. فَيَوْمَئِذٍ, on that day, لَا يُعَذِّبُ, he will not punish, or it will not be punished. عَذَابَهُ أَحَدٌ, he will not punish. عَذَابَهُ, his punishment. Ahad, meaning he will not punish anyone like he's punishing them that day. وَلَا يُوثِقُ, and he will not bind. وَثَاقَهُ, his binding. Ahad, anyone, meaning there will be no binding like his binding on that day. Ya ayyatuhan nafs, O you soul. Ayyatuha instead of ayyuha, because it's feminine. Nafs is feminine. Ya ayyatuhan nafs, O soul, al-mutma'inna. Al-mutma'inna meaning in complete satisfaction and contentment. Irji'i, return. Ila rabbiki, to your Lord. Radiyatan, well pleased. Mardiya, and well pleasing. Pleased and pleasing. Pleased with your Lord and pleasing to your Lord. Fadkhuli, so enter. Fi ibadi, enter among my slaves, my servants. Wadkhuli, and enter. Jannati, my paradise. The next surah is Surah Al-Balad. It is known as Al-Balad. It is known as La Uqsimu bihadha al-balad, or La Uqsimu, and it is also known as Al-Aqaba, as we find in ayat number 11. It is around 3/4 of a page, and it has 82 words. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. La uqsimu, I swear. Bihadha al-balad, I swear by hadha, by hadha, this al-balad, this city, this land, meaning Mecca. Wa anta, and you, hillun, you are free. You are free. You are bihadha al-balad, you are free in this land, in this city. Wa walidin, and by the walid, by the father or the parent. Wa ma walad, and what he begets or what he begot. Laqad, indeed, khalaqna, we created al-insan, we created man, fi kabad, in kabad, toil or hardship. Ayahsabu, does he think? And that lan yaqdira. Lan is a negation of the future. Yaqdira, meaning to have power or capability. Alayhi, over him. Ahad, does he think that no one has power or ability or capability over him? Yaqulu, he says, ahlaktu, I destroyed, I wasted. Malan, wealth. Lubada. Lubada meaning immense, abundant wealth. Ayahsabu, does he think? And that lam yarahu, he does not see him. Ahad, does he think that no one sees him? Alam naj'al, did we not make lahu, for him, aynain, two eyes, walisanan, and a tongue, washafatain, and two lips, wahadaynahu, and we guided him, or we showed him, an-najdain, the two ways. Najd is a high road, basically. A high road. Najdain. We showed him the two high roads. Fala, so did not iqtahama. Iqtahama, meaning to embark on. He did not embark on al-aqaba. Al-aqaba is the steep road, the mountain pass, the steep road. Wama adaraka, and what will make you know or realize mal aqaba, what is the steep road or mountain pass. Fakku, the freeing, the separation. Raqaba, of the neck, meaning to free the neck of a slave, meaning to free him. Oh, it'amun, or feeding. fi yawmin, on a day, the which possesses masghaba, which possesses some masghaba. Masghaba meaning hunger or famine. Yatiman, an orphan. The maqraba, the one who is possesses some closeness or nearness, meaning a relative. Or miskinin, a poor person. The matraba, the one covered in matrab, from turab. He's covered in dust out of misery. A poor person is called miskin from the word sakana, to be still and tranquil. Sakin, he's not moving, like the sukoon. There's no movement. He's poor. He can't go nowhere. He's stuck, staying where he's at. He can't move. And because of that, this poor person might be so poor that when the wind blows, he just has to sit there and let the dust cover him. The matraba. Thumma, then, kana, he was, min alladhina amanu, from those who believed, watawasaw, and they recommended, they encouraged or advised, bisabr, with patience, watawasaw, and they encouraged or recommended and advised, bil marhama, with mercy, with pity, kindness. Ulaika, those, ashabul maymana, are the companions of the right hand. Walladhina kafaru, and those who disbelieved, bi ayatina, in our ayat, hum ashabu, they are the companions, al mash'ama, of the left. The left, or also it could be misfortune and calamity. Alayhim, over them, narun, is the fire, mu'sada. Mu'sada, meaning closed all around them, closed in all around them. There's no way out. It says here, shut. The next surah is Surah Al-Shams. Surah Al-Shams is called Al-Shams, or Washamsi wa Duhaha, or Washams. It is a little over a half a page and it has 54 words. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. Washamsu. This wow is the wow al-qasam. Allah is swearing. Washamsi, by the sun. Wad-duhaha, and its duhaha, its brightness. Wal-qamari, and by the moon, or by the moon, not and, by the moon. Idha talaha, idha, when, talaha, tala, to follow. Right? Tala. When nahar, and by the day. Idha, when, jallaha, when it jalla, when it becomes bright. And here it says to show up, when it is disclosed and revealed and becomes bright. Wallayli, and by the night. I'm saying and. Wallayl, by the night. Either, when, yaghshaha. And the scholars differ. Is this the waw al-qasam? And the rest of these mean and they mean, do the rest of these mean and? But they are all the swearing by the sun, by the, and by the moon, and by the day, and so on, right? Some scholars say that only the first wow is waw al-qasam and the rest are and. And some of them say that no, each of these, washamsi, wal qamari, wal nahari, wal layli, all of them are the waw al-qasam. In the end, as far as I know, that doesn't make a real big difference. It might make a slight or subtle difference, but it doesn't make a major difference. Wal layli, by the night, either, when, yaghshaha. Yaghshaha, meaning to cover or to conceal it. Was sama, and by the sky. Waman banaha, and what, or here ma doesn't mean what, it means who. Sometimes ma can mean men, but not often, but it does happen. Ma can mean men. And by the one who banaha, created it, or built it rather, built it. Banaha, built it. Wal ard, and by the earth. Wama tahaha, and the one who tahaha. Tahaha here says to spread, or it also means to make it like a ball. Both of them are correct. So it's like a ball, and at the same time, it's spread out. One nafsi, and by the soul. I said and. One nafsi, one nafsin, and by I keep saying and. One nafsin, and the soul, by the soul. Wama, and who sawaha, portioned it or gave it its shape. Fa'alhamaha, so then he inspired it. Alhama, he gave it this inspiration. Fujuraha, he inspired it. Fujuraha, its fujur, its impurity or immorality. Wa taqwaha, and its purity, its righteousness, its piety. Qad aflaha, indeed he succeeded. Men who zakkaha, who purifies it. Waqad khaba, and indeed he fails. Khaba, he fails. Men who dassaha. Dassa is to corrupt it. To corrupt it. The one who corrupts it has failed. Kadhabat, Thamud. Thamud denied. Bitagwaha, they denied with their transgression or by their transgression. Tagwaha. Id, when imba'atha, when they went forth. Ashqaha, the most wicked amongst them. The most from shaqi, the most wicked amongst them. The wretched. Yeah, but ma here is not what? You're talking about Allah. Ma can mean men. Ma sometimes means men. Ma is usually means what? Talking about inanimate beings, but it can mean men, which is for animate beings like Allah or the angels or the jinn or humans or so on. Men is for Allah, for the angels, for the jinn and human beings. Ma would be for animals and clouds and inanimate objects. But sometimes ma can mean men and be used for animate objects. And animals are inanimate objects in Islam, or in Arabic, at least, in Arabic. Idhin ba'atha, when they went forth. Ashqaha, the most wicked of them. Faqal, and he said, lahum, to them, Rasulullahi, the messenger of Allah, said to them, Naqatullah, basically the she camel of Allah, meaning this is the she camel. He doesn't say it, it says Naqatullah, as if it's there and he's pointing with his hand or something. Naqatullah, the she camel of Allah. Wasuqyaha, and it's watering, it's drinking, meaning pointing there to the water, as the camel was allowed to drink one day and the people another day. What? Naqatullah wa suqyaha, as if he pointed to both things. فَكَذَّبُوهُ, so they denied him, they rejected him. فَأَقَرُوهَا, so they hamstrung her. Aqar mean to wound or to cripple or to cut the tendons of the knees, to hamstring. فَدَمْدَمَ, so he destroyed or inflicted a punishment. alayhim, upon them, rabbuhum, their Lord did this, bidhanbihim, because of their sin, fasawwaha, and he made them level. He made them equal, meaning he made them level and flattened them out. He leveled them off. Wala yakhafu, and he did not fear uqbaha. He did not fear uqbaha, the consequences, the outcome. The next surah is Surah Al-Layl. The 92nd surah is called Al-Layl, or وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا يَغْشَاهَا, or وَاللَّيْل. Al-Layl, or وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا يَغْشَاهَا, or وَاللَّيْل. It is 3/4 of a page, and it has 71 words. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. Wal-Layl, by the night. Idha yaghsha, by the night when it yaghsha, when it covers or conceals. Here it says envelops. Wan-Nahar, by the day. Idha tajalla, when it shines forth, shows its brightness. وَمَا خَلَقَ, and what he created, or the one who created. الذَّكَرُ, ma here men, and the one who created الذَّكَرُ وَالْأُنْثَى, the male and the female. Inna, indeed, sa'yakum, indeed your efforts. Sa'i, your efforts. Sa'yakum, your efforts. Lashatta, lamb is indeed, truly, shatta, they are diverse, various, meaning you guys do have different amounts of effort in different things. Fa'amma, so as for men, the one who a'ta, who gives, wattaqa, and he has taqwa, he has fear of Allah, he has piety and righteousness. Wasaddaqa, and he believes, he confirms, bil husna, the best, he believes in the best. Fa, then seen is in the future. Nuyassiruhu, nuyassiru, we're going to make easy. Who, for him. Lil yusra, the ease, right? We're going to make easy for him to do, or smooth for him the what is good, what is easy. Wa amma man, and as for the one who bakhila, he's stingy, miserly. Wastaghna, and he thinks he is self-sufficient. He thinks he has no needs, thinks he's rich, doesn't need anything. Wakadhaba, and he denies, rejects, bil husna, the best. Fa sa nuyassiruhu, then we will, fa, then sa, in the future, nuyassiruhu, we're going to make easy for him or smooth for him. Al-usra, the hard, the difficult things. Here it says evil, right? Here it says evil, but it means the difficult things. Inna ma'al usri yusra, lil usra, the difficult things. Wa ma yughni anhu, and it will not make him rich, it will not avail him, it will not benefit him. Maluhu, his wealth. Idha taradda, idha, when, taradda, when he falls, when he goes down, when he's humbled. Inna alayna, indeed upon us, lal huda, and surely is the guidance, is upon us. Wa inna, and indeed, lana, for us, or it belongs to us, lal akhirata, indeed the hereafter. Wal ula, the hereafter and the first, the last and the first, meaning this worldly life. فَأَنذَرْتُكُمْ, so I have warned you. نَارًا, the fire. تَلَظَّى, تَلَظَّى, it's burning, blazing. لَا يَصْلَاهَا, no one will enter it, no one will be exposed to it. إِلَّا, except al-ashqa, the most wretched. الَّذِي, who, كَذَّبَ, he denies, وَتَوَلَّى, and turns away. And سَيُجَنَّبُهَا, sa is the future, يُجَنَّبُهَا, to be removed from it, to avoid it. Al-atqa, the most pious. Alladhi, who, yu'ti, he gives, malahu, he gives his wealth, yatazakka, in order to purify himself. And this is talking about Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu. Alladhi yu'ti malahu yatazakka, he who spends his wealth in order to purify himself. وَمَا لِأَحَدٍ, and there is not, وَمَا, there is not, لِأَحَدٍ, for anyone, عِنْدَهُ, with him, مِن نِعْمَةٍ, there's no favor, not any favor with anyone, or for anyone with him, تُجْزَى, that needs to be recompensed, it needs to be paid back. No one did anything that he is giving his wealth to them now in order to pay them back. إِلَّا ابْتِغَاء, except here, basically the only reason he's doing this, ibtigha, seeking, wajhi rabbihi, wajhi, the face, rabbihi, of his Lord, al-a'la, the most high. Wala sawfa, wa and la is an emphasis, wala sawfa, and indeed he will, yarda, he will be pleased. Indeed he will be pleased. These ayat are about Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala anhu. The next surah is Surah Al-Duha, surah number 93, which is the first surah in what's called the Qisar al-Mufassal. The Qisar al-Mufassal, the short ones of the Mufassal ayah, surahs. The Mufassal surah are from Hujurat or Qaf, 49 or 50. Most people say Surah Al-Qaf, surah number 50, but some people say Hujurat, and then the Qisar al-Mufassal, those Mufassal are those surahs which have short ayats. Al-Mufassal, they have short ayats. So here, these are the shortest of those from Surah Al-Duha on back. And if you want to study these in some tafsir in Sheikh Salih Suhaimi, Sheikh Salih Al-Usaymi, Sheikh Salih Al-Usaymi, he has a explanation of these. And I think someone might have translated it. Anyway, this surah is known as Surah Al-Duha or Wad-Duha. It is a little less than half a page, and it has 40 words. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Wad-Duha, by the Duha, the forenoon, meaning the time after the sun rises until basically before Dhuhr. Wal-Layli, by the night. Either when Saja, when it Saja, here it says when it darkens. It can also mean to become calm or tranquil. When it settles. Ma wadda'aka. Ma is a negation. Wadda'a. Wadda'a means to forsake. Ma wadda'aka. He did not forsake you. Rabbuka, your Lord, did not forsake you. Wama, and not qala. And he did not qala, to be displeased or to detest or hate you. Walal, and indeed, al-akhiratu, the hereafter, khayrun, is better, laka, for you, min al-ula, than the first, meaning this worldly life. Wala, la here is an emphasis. Sofa, and indeed he will. Yu'tika, he will give you. Rabbuka, your Lord will give you. Fatarda, and you will be pleased. Fatarda, he will give you, so you are pleased. He's talking to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam here. Alam yajidka, did he not find you? Yajidu, to find. Lam yajid, he did not find. Alam yajid, did he not find? Ka, you. Yatiman, did he not find you an orphan? Fa'awa, so he gave you refuge. He gave you shelter. Wawajadaka, and he found you. Dalan. Dalan here means astray or misguided. But that's the word. But here it means that you were not on the way. You were not on any religion. You didn't have a way. Not that you were misguided, but you didn't have a way, which is a type of misguidance. Fahada, and he guided. And he guided. Doesn't say he guided you, but that's what it means. He guided you. Wawajadaka, and he found you. A'ilan. He found you a'ilan. A'ilan means poor, needy. Fa'aghna, and he enriched. In parentheses, you. Fa'ammal yatim, then as for the orphan, fala taqhar, then do not taqhar, do not treat harshly, do not treat with oppression. Wa amma sa'il, and as for the questioner or the beggar, right? Fala tanhar, then do not tanhar, do not drive him away, do not scold him or reproach him. Wa amma, and as for bi ni'mati rabbika, and as for the favors, the bounties, the grace of your Lord, fahaddith, then proclaim it, talk about it, speak about it. What Allah gave you, show and talk about it. This is one of the ways that Allah becomes happy with his slave, when he talks about and he recognizes the ni'mah that Allah has given him. The next surah, 94, is Surah Al-Sharh. It is called Surah Al-Sharh. It is also called Alam Nashrah, and it is called Al-Inshirah. Al-Inshirah. All from the same word. It's about a third of a page, and it has 27 words. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alam Nashrah. Nashrah, we open, we expand. We open, we expand. Alam Nashrah, did we not open or expand laka, for you, sadrak, your chest, your breast, your heart. Wa wada'na, and we put anka. Wada'a an, this wada'a an means to put down, to remove from, right? Wada'a fi or something means to put down on, or ala, upon. Here an means to remove from, to put down from, to take off and put it down from you, basically. Wa wada'na anka, and we removed from you wizrak. Wizrak, your wizr is your burden. Alladhi, which, anqada. Anqada, it was weighing you down. Right? Anqada dhahrak. It was weighing down your back. Dhahr, your back. Wa rafa'na, and we raised laka, for you, dhikrak, your mention. We raised for you your mention. Your, here it says your fame. They say that whenever you call the adhan, you say Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, you say Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. You say the Shahada, you say La ilaha illallah Muhammadan Rasulullah. His name is raised. His name, his dhikr, his mention is raised. فَإِنَّ, so indeed, مَعَ الْعُسْرِ, with a difficulty, or hardship, yusra is ease. Inna, indeed, ma'al usr, with difficulty, yusra is ease. And they say because al-usr has alif lam, that these two ayat are talking about one difficulty, while yusr does not have the alif lam, making it indefinite, meaning that there is two eases. Some people say there are two eases with every difficulty. And Sheikh Abu Salah, our teacher, he said, Hafidhullah, he said, Yusra and Yusra means ease after ease after ease, not just two. Fa'idha, so when, faragta, when you have finished, when you have become available, right? Unoccupied, when you finished your work, when you finished what you're doing, fansab, then stand up. Fansab, stand up, get up, right? Basically, do it again. You finish salat, make dhikr. You finish dhikr, read Quran. You finish reading Quran, go spend quality time with your family. You finish spending quality time with your family, go study. You finish study, go to work. Do work. Why are you working? So you have enough money so you can go to the masjid, so you can feed your family, so you can worship Allah. When you finish with that, make salat. Every time you finish one good deed, do another. Stand up and do another. Wa ila rabbika, and to your Lord, farghab. Farghab, basically hope. Turn in hope to your Lord. The next surah number 95, Surah At-Teen. It is called At-Teen. It is called Wat-Tini wa Zaytun and Wat-Teen. It is less than half of a page, and it is 34 words. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. Wat-Tini wa Zaytun. By the teen, wa is the waw al-qasam. He's swearing. Allah is swearing. And just in case someone's listening and is not aware, Allah here is swearing by the creation. And whenever he swears by something from the creation is because it has some, he doesn't just swear by anything, but what he does swear by has some greatness to it. It has some status to it. And he alone, Allah Azza wa Jal, is alone allowed to swear by his creation. As for us, the human beings and the jinn, then we are only allowed to swear by Allah Azza wa Jal. We cannot swear by the creation. Wat-Tini, by the fig was zaytun, and by the olive, and by the fig and the olive, or by the fig, by the olive. Wat-Turi, by the mountain. Sinin, called Sinin, or they say Sinai in English. Wahadha al-balad, and this city, meaning, and by this city, this land, al-amin, this secure city or secure land, meaning Mecca. Laqad, indeed, khalaqna, we created, al-insan, we created man, fi, in, ahsani, the best, taqweem, in the best shape, the best mold. Thumma, then, radadnahu, we reverted him. We, here it says reduced, but it means we turned him back. We reverted him. Asfala, to the lowest. Safilin, of those who are low, the lowest of the low. Illa alladhina, except those, amanu, who believe, wa amilu salihat, and they do righteous deeds. فَلَهُمْ, then for them, أَجْرٌ, is a reward, غَيْرُ مَمْنُونَ, غَيْرُ, not, without, other than, mamnoon, without an end, that will never cease. فَمَا, so then what, يُكَذِّبُكَ, what يُكَذِّبُكَ, what causes you to deny, ba'du, after, biddeen, what caused you to deny, after all of that, what causes you to deny the recompense, the day of judgment. Alaysa Allah, is not Allah, bi ahkami al-hakimin, the, here it says the best of judges, but the most the justice of judges, is he not the bi ahkam, the wisest and the most just of judges? The next surah is Surah Al-Alaq, surah number 96. It is known as Al-Alaq. It is also known as Iqra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq. It is also known as Iqra bismi rabbika. It is known as Iqra. And it is also known as Al-Qalam, due to what appears in the end of the first ayah. It is a little over half a page, and it is 72 words. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Iqra, read. The very first revelation that was sent to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Iqra bismi rabbika, read in the name of your Lord. Alladhi, who, khalaqa, who created. Khalaqa al-insan, he created man. Min alaq, from a alaq, from a clot, from a sticking blood clot. Iqra, read. Wa rabbuka, and your Lord, al-akram, is the most generous, the most noble. Alladhi, who, allama, he taught, bil qalam, he taught by the pen. Allama al-insan, he taught man, ma, what, lam ya'lam, what he did not know. Kalla, nay, no, never. Innal insan, indeed man, la yatgha, he surely, lam, surely, truly, yatgha, he transgresses. And ra'ahu, and because, basically that, or because, ra'ahu astaghna, he sees that he thinks that he has the opinion that he astaghna, he is rich, he is self-sufficient, he's not in need. Inna, indeed, ila rabbika, to your Lord, ar-ruj'a, is the return. Ara'aita, did you see, did you not see, or did you see, alladhi, the one, yanha, he prohibits, he forbids, he prevents, abdan, a slave, a slave, idha, when, salla, when he prays. Ara'aita, did you see, in kana, in, if, kana, if he was, ala al-huda, upon guidance. Oh, or amara, or he commands, he enjoins, orders, bit-taqwa, with taqwa, with piety and righteousness. Ara'aita, did you see, in kadhaba, if he denies, wa tawalla, and turns away. Alam ya'lam, does he not know, or did he not know, bi anna, that Allah, that Allah, yara, he sees. Kalla, nay, never. La in, indeed, if. Lam yantahi, if he does not stop, if he does not cease. La nasfa'an, la is a emphasis. Nasfa'an, we will nasfa'a, here we will seize him, we will drag him, bin nasiya, by the forelock. Nasiyatan, a forelock. Kadhibatin, lying forelock. Khati'a, a lying, sinful forelock. فَلْيَدْعُوا, then let. Yad'u, let him call, let him summon. Nadia, his counsel. Let him summon his Nadia, his counsel. Sanad'u, we'll in the future. Nadu, we will call Az-Zabaniya. Az-Zabaniya are, why are they called that? I don't know. I don't know the root of Zabana. I don't know that off the top of my head. But the Zabaniya are the angels in charge of the hellfire. Kalla, nay, never. La tu'ti', la tuti'hu, la tuti'hu, do not obey him. Wasjud, and prostrate. Waqtarib, and draw near. Come close to Allah. The next surah, yes, Az-Zabani is one of those words. It appears only once. The next surah is Surah Al-Qadr. It is also known as Inna anzalnahu fi Laylatul Qadr, or Inna anzalnahu, and is also known as Laylatul Qadr. It is a third of a page, and it has 30 words. Some scholars say it has 30 words like Ramadan, right? And some scholars say that the 27th word is Hiya, right? If we go here, let's count. Fajr is 30, Matla is 29, Hatta is 28, Hiya is 30. Hiya meaning Laylatul Qadr. Hiya, it is peace until the appearance of Fajr, of dawn. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Inna, indeed we, anzalnahu, we sent it down, fi laylatil qadr, in the night of qadr, the night of decree. Not the night of power. The night of power is not the name. Qadr here does not mean power. It means decree. What does night of power even mean, right? Laylatul Qadr. Wama adraka, and what will make you know? What will make you realize? Ma Laylatul Qadr. What is the night of decree? Laylatul Qadri, the night of decree, khayrun, is better. Min alfi shahr, than a thousand shahr, months. Tanazzalu al-malaikatu, al-malaika, the angels, tanazzalu, they descend. Wal-ruh, and the spirit, meaning Jibreel alayhi salam. Fiha, in it, meaning in this night. Bi-idhni rabbihim, with the permission of their Lord. Min kulli amr. Min kulli, basically meaning with all. Min doesn't mean from, means with all. Amr, all decrees, all orders. Salamun, peace. Hiya, it is peace. Hatta, until. Matla'i, matla'i, here matla'i means the emergence, the appearance, to come into view. Al-Fajr, the dawn, until the appearance of dawn. The next surah is Al-Bayyinah. It is called Al-Bayyinah. It is also called Alam Yakun Alladhina Kafaru. It is also called Lam Yakun. It is also called Al-Qayyimah, Al-Bariyah. It is also called Al-Munfakin, and it's also called Al-Infikak, and is also called Ahl Kitab. These are 8 different names for this surah. It is almost a page long, and it has 94 words. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. Lam yakun. Lam is a negation of the past. Yakun, it is. Lam yakun, it was not. But here it's referring to الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا, those who disbelieve were not. الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا مِنْ أَهْلِ الْكِتَابِ, those who disbelieve from the people of the book. وَالْمُشْرِكِينَ, right? And the polytheists. They were not munfakin. Munfakin, meaning they were not going to break off from fakka or infakka, meaning to separate. They were not going to separate. Hatta, until ta'tiyahum, it came to them al-bayyina. They were not going to separate. They were not going to leave off their disbelief until the bayyina, the clear evidence, came to them. Rasulun min Allah, a messenger from Allah. Yatlu, reciting. Suhufan, pages. Mutahhara, purified pages. Fiha, in them. Kutubun, here, books, but here it means laws. Right? They're books, but it says it means laws. Like hit him with the book, hit him with the law. Right? Kutubun. Qayyima. Qayyima, correct, straightforward. Also meaning precious. Also meaning precious, has a value to it. وَمَا تَفَرَّقَ, and they did not differ. They were not divided. الَّذِينَ, those, utul kitab, who were given the book. Illa, except or until, min ba'di, after, ja'athum, it came to them, al-bayyina, the clear evidence. Wama, and they were, wama, and not umiru, they were not ordered or commanded. Illa, except, liya'budullah, li, that, or so that, ya'budu, they worship Allah. Mukhlisin, sincere. Lahu, sincere to him. Ad-Din, means sincere in the religion to him. Hunafa, Hunafa, true monotheists, upright. وَيُقِيمُوا, and to establish a salat. They were ordered to worship Allah or be sincere to Allah, worship Allah, sincere to him in the religion, being upright. وَيُقِيمُوا, and establish a salat, the salat. وَيُؤْتُوا, and pay as zakat, pay the zakat. وَذَلِكَ, and that dinul qayyima, that is the right, the upright religion. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا, indeed those who disbelieve, min ahl kitab, from the people of the book, wal mushrikeen, and the polytheists. So anyone who says that the Christians and Jews are not kuffar, then ask them, what is this then? إِنَّ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا مِنْ أَهْلِ الْكِتَابِ, indeed those who disbelieve from the people of the book, calling them disbelievers. Wal mushrikeen, and the polytheists, finar, they're in the fire, Jahannam, the fire of hell. Khalidina, those who will be there forever. Not zuwar, they are not visitors, they're khalidin, they're those who will be there forever. Fiha, in it. Ulaika, those whom they are sharru, the most evil, the worst. Bariya, al-bariya, the worst of creatures. Inna alladhina amanu, indeed those who believe, wa amilu salihat, and they do righteous deeds. Ulaika, those whom they are khayrul bariya, they are the best of creatures. Jaza'ahum, their recompense, and the rabbihim is with their Lord. Jannatu Adn, the gardens of Adn. Tajri, running, min tahtiha al-anhar, running underneath them, rivers. Khalidina, they'll be there forever, they'll abide there. They're not zuwar, they're not visitors. Fiha, in it, in these gardens. Abada, forever. Radiyallahu anhum, Allah is pleased with him, with them. Wa radu, and they are pleased, anhu, with him, meaning they're pleased with Allah. Dhalika, that, liman, is for who? Khashiya rabbahu. He fears, khashiya, he feared rabbahu, his Lord. The next surah is Surah Al-Zalzala, Surah number 99. It is a little less than half of a page, and it is 35 words. It is known as Al-Zalzala. It is also known as Idha Zulzilat. It is known as Zilzal and Zulzilat. All these words connected to it. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Idha, when Zulzilat al-Ard. Zulzilat al-Ard, when the earth is Zulzilat, shaken or convulsed. Zilzalaha, it's convulsion, it's shaking, meaning earthquakes. Wa akhrajat al-ard, in the earth, the ard, akhrajat, it expels. Athqalaha, its burdens, its heavy loads. Athqal laha, like thaqil, something heavy. Wa qala al-insan, and man will say, or man said, he will say, malaha, what's wrong with it? Yawma'idhin, that day, tuhaddithu, it will declare, meaning the earth will declare, it will speak, akhbaraha, its information, its news, bi anna rabbaka, because your Lord, awhalaha, your Lord inspired it. Your Lord inspired it to speak. Yawma'idhin, on that day, yasdurun nas, man, yasduru, he will come out, he will proceed, ashtatan, in groups, scattered groups, li, so that yuraw, they will be shown, a'malahum, their deeds. Faman ya'mal, so whoever does, mithqala, the weight, dharratin, of a dharra, an ant. I said this before. We talked about this small ant, even translating as Adam. Mithqala dharratin, whoever did the weight of an ant, a small ant. Khayran, in good, whoever did the weight of a small ant in good. Yarahu, he will see it. وَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ, and whoever did or does mithqala dharratin sharran, whoever does the weight of a small ant, sharran, of evil, yarahu, he will see it. And we'll stop after this next surah, inshallah, Al-Adiyat. This surah, Al-Adiyat, is known as Al-Adiyat, is also known as Wal-Adiyat. It is a little less than half of a page and has 40 words. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, in the name of Allah, ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Wal-Adiyat. And this is one of them surahs. This is one of those surahs that the words can have more than one meaning. Al-Adiyat, here, those things that run and gallop. What can that mean? It can mean the wind. It can mean the boats on the water. It can mean horses. It can mean different things. Wal-Adiyat, but normally it's translated as those steeds, those horses that run, that gallop. Dabha. Dabha, here it means snorting or panting. Fa al-muriyati, fal-muriyati, and they are striking sparks. Muriyat, they're causing sparks. Qadaha, they're with their hooves, Fal-mughirat, and they are scouring to the raid. Here it says they are raiding. Mughirat, those who are raiding, invading. Subhan, in the morning time, dawn time. Fa'atharna, raising. Fa, so or and. Atharna, they're raising. Bihi, in it. Naq'a, dust clouds. Naq'a, dust clouds. Fawasatna, so they penetrated. They ended up in the middle. Bihi, jam'a, in the crowds, in the mass. They ended up in the middle. They penetrated the foes. They penetrated the crowds. They ended up in the middle. Innal insan, indeed man, li rabbihi, to his Lord, la kanud. La is definitely, certainly, surely, kanud. He is ungrateful. Wa innahu, and indeed he, ala dhalika, upon that, la shahid, he is certainly, truly a shaheed. He's a witness to that. Wa innahu, and indeed he, li hubbil khair, his love of khair. Here, khair is good, but it means, the meaning over here, the tafsir of the Salaf is wealth. His love of wealth. La shadid. It is severe. It is intense. Here it says violent. Afala ya'lamu. Does he not know? Then does he not know? Either when bu'thira, when he is bu'thira, when he is exposed, he is upturned, he's brought out. Ma fil qubur, what is in the graves is exposed and brought out. Al qubur, the graves. Wa hussila, and it is here exposed, to be made known, right? It is obtained. The knowledge is obtained by everybody. Ma fis sudur, of what is in the breasts, the chests, the hearts. Inna rabbahum, indeed their Lord, be him, is with them or regarding them. Yawma'idhin, on that day, la khabir, he is certainly well acquainted, well aware. We'll stop there, inshallah ta'ala. And tomorrow, bi'idhnillah, we will finish with just 5 pages left, or a little less than 5 pages even. Yeah, we should have 1, 2, yeah, just, let me see, 4, a little less than 5 pages. Inshallah, any questions or concerns? Before I go, Abdul Hakim is getting ready to start his class. Inshallah ta'ala. He's come in twice now. Once on accident, once thinking we were done. Wa yakum, jazakumullah khairan, for all you guys' likes and comments on the videos. It helps the channel grow. Jazakumullah khairan. Tomorrow, inshallah, maybe we'll find out a little bit more about Sanso and different people in the class. Just the sister said something interesting, that she accepted Islam all on her own, that no one guided her to Islam. She didn't know a single thing, and Allah guided her to himself suddenly. So she's grateful. She was بِنِعْمَةِ رَبِّهَا hadithi. She was talking, right? So inshallah, we'll meet there tomorrow. Jazakumullah khairan. We'll maybe discuss not too much. It's a sister and she's married with kids. We don't want too much, but just she's from Albania, you know. Sansal, we're interested in your name, man. We're interested in your name. Abdullah, we want to know how many pens you went through to run out of ink, you know, like this. Barakallahu fikum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdik.